بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Math grade 9 Algebra 1. We are in Model 6 Lesson 3 solving compound inequalities. Today we want to continue our work in this lesson. We have extra practice solving compound inequalities. So the question now: solve each compound inequality, then graph solution set. Listen to me to the first exercise. Focus with me very well, please. As you see here, we have compound inequalities. What's the meaning of compound inequalities? What's the meaning of compound inequalities? Means if we have in the same time, if we have two inequalities and up, the name of this form will be what? Compound. And as we remember from the previous lesson, we have and we have or.
السلام عليكم.
And or. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What is the difference between and or? Listen to the first example and to the second example to know what is the difference between and or. So in the first example here, the first inequality, z plus 3 less than or equal 5. Always remember, when you want to solve the inequality, try to keep the variable alone in the same side. Then try to remove the number. How to remove the number? Add the inverse. What is the inverse of plus 3 will be minus 3. So you can add here minus 3 and you can add here minus 3. Plus 3 and minus 3 will be 0. It means here z. Less than or equal. 5 minus 3, 5 minus 3 will be 2. And in the second inequality here, the same idea, try to keep the variable alone. So try to remove the number. How to remove minus 1? You can add the inverse to the two sides, plus 1 here and plus 1 here. So minus 1 plus 1 will be 0. It means here z greater than minus 5 plus 1. Minus 5 plus 1 will be minus 4. Yes, do you have any question? Net? That's work. Michelle, do you have net? Yes. Okay, how to write the set of the solution? We have z such as, we have z between two values. Z greater than minus 4, z greater than minus 4, and z less than or equal to. And the graph here we have 0. In the middle, they represent negative 4. Then here represent 2. As you see here, in this sign, we don't have equal. So here draw open circle. And here z greater than negative 4, so the operation to the positive side. Then z less than or equal to, so means here shaded circle because we have equal in the sign. And the direction z less than means to the negative side. And this area between negative 4 and 2, this is the intersecting solution for this compound inequality. This is the meaning of and, means we have intersecting solution. And in the second type of compound, if we use or, if we use try to solve the first inequality. So here we want to keep y alone, so we want to remove -4. So we can add 4 to the two sides, plus 4 here and the plus 4 here. So 4 and minus 4 will be 0. It means here y greater than 1 plus 4, 1 plus 4, 5. Or we want to solve the second inequality. We have y plus 2 less than or equal minus 1. So we want to keep y alone, so we want to remove plus 2 from here. So minus 2 here, minus 2 here. So minus 2 plus 2, 0. So y less than or equal -2 plus -1 will be -3. Then the set of the solution, the variable here y, such as, here as you see we have two solutions, but we don't know which is the correct one. We have two, so we use or, because here suppose the first one correct or suppose the second one will be correct, because as you see here y greater than 5 and y less than or equal -3. How y greater than 5 and at the same time y less than or equal -3? So means we have one of the two solutions here will be wrong. But suppose the first one or the second one. So if you have this case, use or, because not the two solution will be correct. So y here, y such as greater than 5 or y less than or equal -3. Then the graph, this is 0 here, represent -3, and represent here 5. As you see here in the sign you have equal, so here use the shaded circle, and y less than means the direction to the negative side. And here we don't have equal in the sign, so use open circle, and the direction y greater than, so to the positive side. So as you see, the area of the solution here start from -3, include -3 because shaded circle to the negative side, and from 5 to the positive side, from 5 to the positive side. This is the difference between and or, and or. Right. I will solve number 3. Focus with me very well, because I want from all to solve number 4. So focus with me very well. So x plus 5 less than 6. We want to keep the variable x alone, so we want to remove 5. So we can add the inverse, -5 here, -5 here. So 5 minus 5, 0, it means here x less than 6 minus 5 will be 1. Or x minus 4 greater than 2. We want to remove -4 here. So we can add the inverse, plus 4 here, plus 4 here. So x greater than 2 plus 4 will be 6. So the set of the solution, x such as x less than or equal 1, or x greater than 6. And the graph, Here 0. Here we have 1. And here we have 6. We don't have sign in the equal, so use open circle. Here x less than 1 means to the negative side. And here x greater than 6 means to the negative side.
So each question draw the line.
Yes, we want to graph the inequality. And I want to from on to write exercise number 4 in your notebook. Then try to solve it. Then write the set of the solution. Then graph it. And the student who will be here inside the classroom, solve it in your notebook and show me. And the student who teach or who learn online, you can solve it in your notebook and take photo, then send me in the message. Send me here in the message. Okay? Send me in the message. Start, please. Here correct, but why you switch sign? Here the inverse, -4 minus 4. So 4 minus 4 will be 0. So you have 0 and you have negative 2. And then we do greater than or equal negative 2 is to the positive side. And here W less than or equal 0 is to the negative side. Okay, great. Great one. Thank you. You can solve shell number 6, the same idea. Then show me, yes. here 4 minus 4 will be 0. So you have the solution here and here. Use shaded circle because you have equal in the sign. Then W greater than minus 2. Greater than means to the positive side. And W less than 0 means to the negative side. So this is the solution. Okay? Now solve number 6. Hey.
Number 17, number 2, ما تعيده بالدم.
Here try to remove 2. So negative 2 here and negative 2. And here negative 6 here, negative 6 here.
What about the other numbers that I didn't do negative under them?
17 minus 2 will be 9, will be 15. And 21 minus 6 will be 15.
Okay, هلا ال 5 was 3 شو سوي؟
Divide بعدين by 5 1 divide by negative. وننتبه نحن وقت بنعمل ديفايد او ملتبلاي بعدد نيجاتيف شو بنعمل بالساين؟ بنقلبها. الساين للانكواليتي بتنقلب. احمد حل رقم 6. رقم 6 ما حطيت لك علامه انا صح؟ يلا حل رقم 6 مشان احط لك علامه. شباب الاونلاين ما وصلني من احد شيء للان. ما وصلني رسائل من احد. هون شغلك 100% بس الرسم بس يكون في عندك ايكوال بنعمل دائره مسكره مغلقه. هون دائره مسكره مغلقه اذا في ايكوال. تمام. هلا لما لك هون دبليو اكبر من، شو يعني اكبر من؟ يعني اتجاه السهم لوين؟ عند البوزيتيف. تمام. هون دبليو اصغر من، يعني اتجاه السهم لعند النيجاتيف. معناتها منطقه الحلول المشتركه وين؟ هي بيناتهم. تمام. ممتاز. حل لي رقم 6. تمام. بس هون انت لازم تعمل ديفايد على نيجاتيف. ليش؟ لانه عندك هون نيجاتيف 3. نقلب الاشاره. نفس الاجوبه صح بس بنقلب الاشاره. بالنسبه لك قلنا هون هاي ممتاز، هي صحيحه. تمام. اسمع عندنا موضوع الرسم. عندك هون النيجاتيف 5 ونيجاتيف 3. هلا هون عند ال 5 open circle، عند ال 3 لازم shaded circle. يعني عندي equal. هون v less than negative 5 يعني لهون، وهون v greater than or equal 3 يعني. تمام. تمام. جرب تحل رقم 5 5. طيب. I will solve number 4, then we will continue together. As you see here, we want to remove 9. So negative 9 here, negative 9 here. So 9 and minus 9 will be 0. So W greater than or equal 7 and minus 9 will be minus 2. Will be minus. الإشارة هي تمام. حل رقم 6. So and we want to remove 4 from this side, so you can subtract 4 from the two sides. So 4 minus 4 0. So we have here W less than or equal 4 minus 4 will be 0. Then the set of the solution, we have the variable W such as W between two values, W between 0 and negative 2, W greater than or equal negative 2, and W less than or equal 0. Then the graph represent here in the middle 0, and here we have negative 2. As you see here, we have equal, so use shaded circle here. And W greater than means the direction to the positive side. Then W less than or equal 0. Shaded circle also. And W less than. So this is this area the intersecting solution. Now I want from all to try number 5, to try to solve number 5. Here, as you see here, we have compound inequality. This is the first part here, and this is the second part. So we can separate. We can write the first inequality minus 1 less than 2v plus 1, and the second part we have here 2v plus 1 less than 13. So I want from all now to solve the first inequality, the second inequality, write the solution, the set of the solution, then graph this inequality.
المفروض يكون نيجاتيف او بوزيتيف.
هو بوزيتيف صح؟
هو نيجاتيف هنا.
النيجاتيف لل 3 هي. لانه الاشاره بتسبق العدد. تمام؟ فهي النيجاتيف تابعه لمين؟ لل 3. هذا الإشارة معناتها هذا بوزيتيف، فباخذ المعاكس. شو معاكس البوزيتيف؟ لازم يكون ماينس 2 ماينس 2.
They gave it us two. They gave it us two.
Okay. I will continue number 5. So the first inequality, try to remove 1 from this side to keep the variable alone. So negative, add the inverse, negative 1 here and negative 1 here. Minus 1 and plus minus 1 will be minus 2. And you have the same sign here. And here 2v plus 1 minus 1 will be 0. How to remove 2 from this side? You can divide the two sides by the coefficient by 2. So negative 2 divided by 2 will be negative 1, less than 2v divided by 2 will be v. And use the same idea to solve the second inequality here. We want to remove 1 from this side, so add the inverse, minus 1 here, minus 1 here. So 2v less than 1 minus 1 will be 0. 13 minus 1 will be 12. Then try to remove 2 from the side, divide here by 2, divide here by 2. So 2v divided by 2 will be v, less than 12 divided by 2 will be 6. Then the set of the solution, v such as v between two values, v greater than negative 1 and less than 6. Then we can graph. This is 0 here, this is -1 here, and this is 6 here. And we don't have equal in the sign, so use open circle. The value of v here greater than -1 means to the positive side. And here, the value of v will be less than 6 to the negative side. So this is the intersecting solution. And 6, the same idea of number 3. Number 6, the same idea of number 3. So we want to solve the first and the second inequalities. We can remove 2 here, -2 here, and -2 here. And here we can remove 6, -6 here, and -6 here. 2 and the -2, 0 remains here, -3u greater than 17 -2 will be 15. Or here we have 5u greater than or equal 21 -6 will be 15. Then here we want to remove -3 to keep the variable alone. We can divide the two sides by the same number. Divide here by -3 and divide here by -3. So remains here v, and always remember remains here u, sorry, and always remember when you divide or multiply by negative number, switch the sign of the inequality. The sign will be less than, and 15 divided by -3 will be -5. Or here the same idea, we want to remove 5 from here. You can divide the two sides by 5. So will be u greater than or equal 15 divided by 5 will be 3. Then we can graph. This is 0, here -5, and use open circle because we don't have equal in the sign, and u less than means to the negative side. And here we have 3. We have sign equal, so use shaded circle, and u greater than means to the positive side. And the set of the solution, u such as u less than -5 or u greater than or equal 3. Tomorrow, remember me to start from number 7, please. Tomorrow we have the same idea and we have small quizzes inside this extra practice, inshallah. Who has any question about these ideas?
مستر يديك الحضور والغياب.
Repeat please.
أخذت الحضور والغياب.
لا راح ناخذهم الحين يلا. بالنسبة للحضور والغياب So this is our period for today. Thank you for your listening. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.